Hello Caffeine Fiends and welcome to another coffee review for www.getbean.com. I'm Vince the Mean Bean Machine and today is New Coffee Day at Get Beaned Towers. So we're looking at the Oaxaca organic coffee direct trade whole beans from Mestizo Market. So Mestizo Market are a Mexican supplier of kind of groceries, Mexican grocers based in Hampstead in London. I've not been to the actual shop, the retail location, but I have found them online whilst looking for other kind of Mexican groceries. So I saw that they were selling these kind of coffee beans and was instantly interested. One, because they're not a coffee supplier as such. They've got their own beans and they give you kind of not a lot of information about it, but I was quite interested because it's direct trade with smallholder farmers in Oaxaca, and it's single origin coffee, and I thought I'll give that a go. It's not got a lot of information, but it seems very interesting in that they've kind of providing these Mexican groceries, and they've just picked up on being able to provide these coffee from smallholder farmers, which is really interesting in terms of whether they've directly thought, oh, we need to sell coffee, or if they've just been in the region and looking for other products and gone, this is really great stuff. So I'm hoping it's sort of the latter and that it is really great stuff. I've been to Mexico and tried Mexican coffee and it is really good. It's not kind of high in the global regions of coffee producers. A lot of people don't kind of instantly go, oh, Mexico, but I do like some Mexican coffees kind of a lot. So I picked this up along with some other groceries, and it's £10 for a bag of 500 grams. So that's pretty good going. In terms of, I'm usually paying that for 250 grams. So I'm hoping it will be, decent coffee. The price is instant worry in terms of that kind of price point, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything. It just means they're maybe a small supplier or whatever. So the tasting notes are that it's got a flavour profile of apple and raw sugar, so sweet and acidic basically, is what I'm expecting, but nothing too smooth. Maybe there'll be a slight roughness, a slight catchiness, which isn't a problem. Just, that's just what it suggests to me, apple and raw sugar. And then aroma notes of flowery and nutty. So whether that comes through into the flavour, probably not, because they have separated the two. But we'll give it a go, grind it up as a black coffee and as a latte, and we'll see how it pans out. So there we have our espresso shot from it. So it looks good, nice little head, a little bit of dissipation since I've pulled the shot, but it does smell nutty. It does smell incredibly nutty. There's not like a strong, overwhelming aroma, but it does have a nice kind of mild nuttiness that comes through there. And I'm not picking up a lot of kind of aroma that catches you at the back of your throat, so I'm thinking this might be smoother than I initially thought. However, I'll give it a sip and see. richer than I thought, but not as sweet. So there definitely is like a cane sugar like aftertaste almost, like a brown sugar, just kind of like, oh yeah, there's that kind of rich sweetness just right at the end of it. I'm not getting a lot of that apple, and there's not really a lot of acidity either, but it's a lot smoother and a lot nuttier than I thought it would be. So yeah, there's that kind of nuttiness that I think, although it said it was aroma, I think that kind of comes through a little bit in the taste. And then just at the end, there's this like slight biting sugariness, but it's not really right at you. It's just there when you think about it, and it's not too sweet or too catchy. I quite like that about that. We're going to give it a go as a latte, put some oat milk in, see if any of those flavours kind of come to the fore a bit more. But it's interesting that it says kind of flowery and nuttery for kind of aroma, and then apple and sugary for taste, and I'm getting kind of both, but I'm not getting the floweriness. I guess there is kind of a slight floral tone to it, almost kind of mentally. Obviously that suggests kind of mint and you know, that kind of and that's not there, but there is a sense of that floral kind of, you know, lightness. It's definitely not dark and catching, but a hell of a lot smoother than what I expected. So yeah, I'm gonna have to really kind of mull this one over, but like I say, we'll give it a go as a latte and see if anything comes to the fore, or you know, is pulled back. So there is our latte, quite a nice pour. Fairly happy with that. Now I'm sort of expecting maybe nuttiness a bit more, maybe that sugar will come through a bit more. I don't know, so we'll give it a sip, see what we think. So any sort of kind of floral sense is kind of gone with the milk. And that nuttiness and that kind of sweet richness is there. It's not wildly rich, but that sweetness, I guess, is there just at the end. But it's not kind of, like I said earlier, not bitingly sweet. It's just kind of, you know, a sweet nuttiness. I know I keep saying that, but it's interesting in terms of it's neither too nutty or too sweet. It's just those two kind of, you're at the middle point of both, and they marry up quite well. But it's not a bold, distinctive flavour, which again, I'm not saying is to its detriment. It's quite pleasant, or it's very pleasant, and it's quite a nice mild, maybe afternoon coffee if you've had a few. You know, I wouldn't necessarily have it to kickstart my day, but it's really kind of nice and creamy with the oat milk, and I think that works really well. It'll be something I will quite enjoy. So I'll go away and think about it, see what I think, give it some final thoughts, mull it over, and yeah, I'll let you know. In the meantime, why not hit those like and subscribe buttons, and check us out at www.getbean.com. My final thoughts here. We've given it 3 stars for the Mestizo Market organic Oaxaca beans. No, that's not bad. I liked the coffee, so I don't want people to go away thinking, you know, 3 stars is bad. It's a perfectly respectable score. It's just very mild and there's no kind of distinctive tones that really pull you out pull anything out of that. And I think if you're a speciality coffee drinker, you kind of might want something a bit more distinctive. So as I've said, a smooth finish, slight tones of sweetness. It's very mild, nothing too bold to stand out or kind of pull out from that. So ultimately, I think it's a 3 from me just because of that. But if you are you know, wanting something mild or wanting something you can drink through the day, I think this is a really good option for you. And it's a very pleasant coffee. So that's, you know, my final thoughts on that. So thank you for watching. Do hit those like and subscribe buttons, and check us out at www.getbeamed.com for more coffee reviews, equipment comparisons, and other coffee stuff. Thank you very much. Take care, and we'll see you soon. Bye bye.